What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Angels Franchise, where in this episode I hope to recap opening day and show you some of the new faces making impacts on this team, as well as some old ones. We'll get into the player draft scouting in year 3, see what the player pool is looking like, as well as see how this feisty team holds up in sim after the opening day game was so great. But we have to see how they sim. That's an important part of this series, and I think they'll do better than what they're projected. We're just going to have to see in this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed last episode where we got to hop in with this team here in year 3 in 2027 on opening day, and they showed us a ton. Giancarlo Portillo, a.k.a. Big Mike, the biggest prospect in this series that I've hyped up personally, and we got him with the first ever pick in this franchise. He went crazy, 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, including a 2-run homer, the first home run of the game, which was one of 6. Luis Rengifo, who had 46 doubles last year and won the Silver Slugger, goes yard. He's insane at second base for us. I think he's the best second baseman in the AL right now. Logan O'Hoppe, hopefully he gets back to form. He homers on opening day. Joe Adell, who literally is in a contract year, might go crazy this year and might win a lot of money. We'll have to see. He homered twice on opening day, with one of them going off the foul pole for 324 feet. Such a short homer. Actually was a crazy game. James Outman also coming over in free agency in his debut was awesome and had a 2-run homer as well. And we had a crazy game where we scored 6 runs in the 7th and had 3 back-to-back homers. It was crazy. I can't believe how we played in that game, 13 hits and 6 homers. But then you go to sim and you see, okay, well, we end up splitting that series versus the Astros, and okay, we give up 11 runs here. Well, let's look into that. You know, Ryan Noda homers, and if you watched last year, he played really well for us considering he's 29, but he can still get better and has team control. Patrick Sandoval, who we brought over to come back to this franchise after he pitched well in an Angels uniform in 2022. We're trying to get him back to that form. He's our worst pitcher right now. We beat the White Sox, have a 10-run game against them. Now they're the White Sox still, but it doesn't matter because Joe Adell is hitting a lot of homers, right? And he's getting RBIs, 4 RBIs in this game, and our starting pitching is just awful, is what you're noticing the trend, right? And then we go to the LA series, where we get swept and we give up 15 runs in a game, okay? And if you look who it is, it's none other than Patrick Sandoval, and he has a 20 ERA right now. A 20 ERA. And he's one of our free agent signings. Mind you, we have guys waiting in the wings in the minor leagues. We'll check on them. But in this franchise, at least in this episode right now, I want to get into a player lock game with Big Mike. So after we get swept by LA, where the pitching's just been terrible, basically in every way, Chase Silseth gives up 5 earned. Just terrible all around. Ben Joyce, who's supposed to be a very good young reliever, terrible. But you see the young potential coming through with Logan O'Hoppe, 2 RBIs, Zach Neto, 4 RBIs in the leadoff spot and a homer. Giancarlo Portillo, Big Mike going crazy. We're going to get into the stats through almost 2 weeks, but I do want to get into a player lock game against Seattle. I checked their lineup. It seems like they are actually platooning Tavares, so he doesn't play against lefties. So we'll play a game, not this one, but we'll play a player lock game in this series where they're playing against each other, because that would be actually really fun and is going to be an interesting storyline. We'll look into their stats before we hop into the game as well. I wanted to make sure we hopped into a game against Leonardo Tavares. He's getting platooned, so he didn't play the first game against Jesus Luzardo, but we still win it 9-8. And you can see their lineup's pretty damn good. They have a lot to be worried about. Julio Rodriguez, they've got in Alec Boehm, who's an RBI machine. You know, they have Brandon Lau, who can rake, can hit homers. Randy can rake. Adolis can hit homers. I mean, all these guys, and Cal Raleigh, of course, big dumper. So that's a good lineup, and that's hard to pitch against. And Jesus had 2 really good starts, but he struggled today. And then you can see the bullpen. Some of the guys are bouncing back, while Ben Joyce blows the save, and we had to go to extras, and it really makes no sense why that's the case. You know what I mean? It really makes no sense why Ben Joyce can't come in and not blow a save. He's supposed to be one of the best young relievers in the game. All right, whatever. That's a whole nother rant. We can get into the fact that basically all of our free agent signings are hitting right now, and that's awesome. And like I said, these are all like very short prove-it deals that can, if they do prove it, they can get extended. If they don't, it's not a big deal. That's what makes these contracts so great. And we're going to get into a player lock game now with Big Mike, which is going to be super exciting because Leonardo Taveras is going to be across the diamond playing shortstop for the Mariners. And it's going to be interesting to see how they play against each other, these two top prospects. All right. So here we are at home. The Halos versus the Mariners, and we're going to see, and we won last night. We're about the same record. They think the Mariners are going to win this division. You got Logan Gilbert playing very well. Yes, obviously we know Eric Fetty is not playing good, but Zach Neto has been, and that's awesome to see. Juan Soto records his 800th RBI. Mitch Keller playing well. Obviously Yamamoto, we know how much of a demon he is. He's got 14 Ks in his last start, and the extra innings win was big for us last game. I mean, we blow a save and we still win the game. That's huge, you know. So a lot of these guys are in single A because they're ways away, but Edgar Cabrera's pitching better this year. Jared Madison's hitting well. Portillo obviously in the majors now, hitting insane. He's got such a beautiful lefty swing, and we're going to see Taveras getting ready at short there. He's got some swag. Not really as much as Giancarlo. But he was our second choice for sure. So it's not like we're hating on him, but he does. Oh, that's a gapper. Giancarlo. Wait, this could be. No, it's hitting off the wall. And that's a double to start this game for Giancarlo. Big Mike. 5 doubles on the season already. So Big Mike is just insane. There's nothing really to be said. We're going to obviously steal. Come on. You know this series. You know we're stealing. Runner. Especially with Big Mike. Gotta show the power speed combination that he has. Because he's not slow. He can steal a bag too. But the jump has everything to do with you, and he's in there. Yes! Great steal. This is power speed combo. First ever stolen base in the majors, and he's stealing third on it. And Luis Rengifo is batting 300. Can we get him in here? Come on, just need a little contact, Luis. Don't need anything crazy. Just a little contact to maybe second base. Yes, perfect. What did I say? He might beat that out. He does. What a hit. See, this is what you want from players like Luis Rengifo. Getting a contract, not like Anthony Rendon. He gets an extension and he plays up to the contract. What a hit. Let's go. 1-0 Halos. And he's going to be a left fielder for us. The arm's not great. It's not bad fielding and reaction. It's just the arm isn't going to be good at left field, which you kind of want the arm to be good. But hey, at least he's got something when it comes to a glove. All right. Nice play out there in left. And that's going to end the second here. And we're still up 1-0. And when you got a young prospect like this, hitting like this, they want to come out to the ballpark. Period. They want to see what he's got. Ooh, 97. Just missed it. Good rip again. Oh, wow. I think this guy might be insane, guys. I think Big Mike might be insane. That's 2 doubles for us. He just hits everything into all fields. 101 off the bat. 2 doubles in this game for us. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. He's kind of been. Oh, wow. Did he just get picked? At second? Oh, man. All right, I'm talking all this crap, and then it's still a tie game. We might have 2 doubles, but who cares? His swing is just so good. He's just really can hit righties really well. And he's just 22. Going to get better. This is the worst he'll ever be. If this is the worst he'll ever be, then this is scary. Well, we know players like Julio, that's fair. We're going to try to stretch this. Oh, my. Oh, that's 2 really bad base running decisions from Big Mike. But, dude, can you be mad at him? He's 3 for 3 today. He just puts the ball in play. He's batting .362 to start his career. Now, this is going to be a double play. But, and we're going to lose this game, too. Sadly, probably. He needed a 2-run homer. Okay. Wait. Wait a second. Dude, all we need is a gapper. All we need is a gapper. Dude, wait. Is he going to hit a homer here? Please. No! Hard hit to third, and that's the game, guys. We lose this one to Seattle. 3-1. We'll look at the stats real quick. I forgot to mention in that player lock game when we went to the stats that Leonardo Taveras did not impact the Mariners winning that game. He went actually 0 for 4 in this head-to-head matchup against Big Mike Giancarlo Portillo. And he actually went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and impacted the game heavily. We just couldn't knock anyone in, and we end up losing. So then we go to the third game of this series, and we see we lose the series 3-0. And it's actually one of the weirdest games ever. George Kirby no-hits us through 7, but walks 9 batters. Okay? So if you go to our stats, we get 1 hit in the whole game. Okay? Their pitching staff was insane, but we walked 9 times and somehow got shut out. So take that as you will. I think that's an anomaly and is actually pretty promising. If we're going to walk 9 times, we're going to eventually score runs. And also, the pitching staff is coming around. If Jose Soriano's pitching like this, we should win some games with the way we've been hitting. So I'm excited about that. We win a 1-0 game because Patrick Sandoval might be turning the corner. If you can see that he went 7 innings pitched and 0 earned and still has an 8 ERA, you can understand how bad those first couple starts were. And then we win 10-4, where you're just going to start seeing guys, in the RBI. Look, Ryan Noda with a grand slam. We still have 3 years of control for him. He's batting .211, but hey, these players are interesting. Dayron Blanco, 2-year deal. He's playing good against lefties with a double, another double. Connor Joe gets an RBI. This is what we want to see. And Chase Silseth pitches 7 innings, only 3 earned. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We'll take that. It's sad to say we do really need a first baseman, and it looks like Esteban Herrera is going to be that kind of guy, except he's probably going to go 1. He looks pretty much generational as a hitter. This is actually crazy how good of a hitter he's going to be, and he's a switch hitter. Oh, man, this is like Eddie Murray. This guy's like Eddie Murray, dude. Oh, my gosh. That's sad. But Mark Haynes, maybe at catcher, could play first base for us. If he's that good, we'll have to see. I hope he is. I'm excited for this draft and this season, guys. This is going to be so fun. I wanted to sim a month into the season so we can get some scouting done, get ready for the 3rd ever MLB draft in this series. The 3rd group of players will be coming into this organization trying to change it, and we've been doing really good in drafts. But we also want to look at statistics on why we are actually tied for this division at 18-15, and it's because of our hitting. Our players are going crazy. Giancarlo Portillo, Big Mike, is a rookie, and he's going to be Rookie of the Year probably. 4 home runs, 41 hits, and 120 at-bats, 6 stolen bases. He's doing everything. He's got a .952 OPS. James Outman has been a smash hit of a pickup. He might not have the fielding, but it doesn't matter. He's batting almost 300 and has a .927 OPS. He's going to be here for 2 more years after this year. We have a lot of the control on these guys. 900 OPS for Rengifo. Pretty ordinary at this point. He's been amazing as an Angel for us. Zach Neto returning to form. Love to see it. Becoming one of the best shortstops in the game. Basically keeping Paul Weaver at bay. That's for sure. Joe Adell playing good in a contract year. Nolan Shonwell playing well. We want to get maybe upgrade at first base, but we'll see. I mean, he's playing decent. Ryan Noda not playing bad at all. I think some of these guys will turn the corner. Logan O'Hoppe has to start playing a little better. And then we get into some below average guys, which is fine. Dane Myers is a utility glove. I really don't mind him playing bad, but I wish he'd play better. Pavin Smith is getting a lot of money. He doesn't have a lot of at-bats, though. Gregory Soto on a 1-year deal now. 1 year left on his contract. Pitching so well to start the season. Had 40-plus saves last year. Brock Burke pitching well. Jose Soriano pitching like a champ right now. Love to see it. If we can get him pitching like this, and then Eric Fetty's turning it on, he's regressing, so we probably won't pay him again. But if he pitches like this with Luzardo, like, we're turning a corner here, guys. Patrick Sandoval's turning a corner. Like, this is amazing. Cade Horton might be hurting us a little too much. We'll see if we have to let him go, because you have to either keep him on your major league roster, or you have to give him back to the team you drafted him from. That's how the Rule 5 works. We've gotten a little more competitive in this series, and it's more interesting. I'm going to put on situations so that we can hop into more games. And right now, we're in the month of May, simming through the season, trying to get some scouting done, see what we're going to pick in the MLB draft, and we get an important situation against the Mets at home. We really need to stack some wins. We've been fighting around 500. We want to keep in the division race, which is really important. So we're going to hop into this game. We're almost here at the end of May, almost in June, and we're going to see if we can win this game down 1, bottom of the 8th. Try to finish this one out. It's going to be tough, but it's possible. So Dane Myers hasn't played well this year, batting .223, has a hit today. Great pitch by Andrew Kittredge. And this is the Mets here. I would love to beat him. Love to beat him. Good pitch. His slider is pretty slow. He doesn't have one of those hard hammering sliders. So, speed's pretty good. We could double steal here. What do you think? No need, but we should have. And that would have not ended that inning. So, Dane Myers hits into a double play. We're going to try to see if we can win this game. Down 1 against the Mets. Brock Burke here to pitch. Let's see how he can pitch for us. Gonna pump high heaters and then hit him with a nice sinker down low. Pump it inside against the lefty. They're gonna set him up with that slider away. See if this works. Good pitch. Let's get him out of here. Juan Soto batting .342 this year. Mark Vientos batting under .250. We're almost through 2 months of the season now, and it's really interesting to see where this team is kind of shaping up. They are competitive. So there's no reason why we can't win some games and make a wild card this year. If we could even buy at the deadline, it's really up to us. I don't think we're going to, because there's a reason why we shouldn't. And the big one is we still have so many young prospects coming up through the organization that maybe we don't win this year, but that's not that big of a deal. If we're competitive and there's a lot of hype around some of these prospects, then the fans won't be upset. Now, they might be skeptical because, yeah, we've had a lot of good prospects in Angels uniforms. It doesn't really turn into wins. We want to see the team win. Good sinker. Good take, though. And they're saying he's tired. We're going to throw this change up and try to get him out. Got him. Brock Burke looked pretty nasty. And we're going to see if we can win this game. Bottom of the 9th. At least maybe bring it to extras. That'd be fun. Nolan Shanwell here. The top of the order is going to come up. Oh my gosh. 99 down the pipe, dude. Wow. Challenged him and he couldn't get to it. Let's see what he's got. Good splitter. Hits the bottom of the zone there. I really would love to see Nolan get on base for us. Great splitter. Right back to the same spot. Had to protect. And that's a strikeout. Felix Bautista's been pretty damn good so far, I'd say. Alright, Zach Neto has played awesome this year. Good hit. And he can steal a bag, baby. We're running. Let's go. This game ain't over, boys. After they just struck me out, but that don't matter. Let's go. Alright. He's trying to pick off. I wonder if he's going to pitch out. That's really the question. He kind of does, but not really. And Zach Neto gets in the scoring position. That's what you want from your leadoff hitter. And guess who's up to bat? It is the Big Mike. Giancarlo Portillo, the biggest prospect in this series. What a pitch. 100 on the paint. Should we try to steal again? What do you think? I'm thinking yes. Almost got him there. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of scared. Zach Neto is so good at stealing now. No, maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna try to see the jump he gets, and we'll swing. Oh, I didn't love the jump, and it was a good pitch. So we're not gonna run on this. Giancarlo Portillo 0 for 4 in this game specifically, but we love his swing. Great pitch. Great pitch. Gets the rookie out, but this is the best hitter on our team right here. He's getting MVP chance at the home ballpark. He's going to rip one. This is probably going to be an out, sadly. It's gone! Oh my gosh, Luis Rengifo walks it off. I thought that was for sure at the warning track. Wow, he has a lot more power than I thought. We're going to walk this one off, boys. What a performance from our Halos. And we win this game late here in the month of May, trying to put something together for year 3 on this franchise. All these players are showing us something so far. Wow, he gets a hanger, and in my opinion, the swing didn't feel good enough to get out. It was a nice swing, but I didn't think he was going to go deep. 416 feet. Luis Rengifo 3 for 5 in this game with a home run, the walk-off homer against the Mets. And that's why situations are fun, because you can do stuff like that. Zach Neto steals a base. Didn't really matter. He gets hit home on a homer anyways. But we love to see that from Zach Neto too. This is going to be a really fun series. Month of May, we're going to start looking at the stats a little bit and the standings and start seeing how this team's faring. We're fighting, that's for sure. Very competitive. Ryan Noda's heating up. And you got guys like Luis Rengifo, almost 900 OPS. He's the best second baseman in maybe all of baseball. Zach Neto returning to form was huge. James Outman's cooled off a little bit, still has an 800 OPS. What a pickup for us. Joe Adell still playing pretty solid in a contract year. He might actually be a trade candidate still. He's regressing, and so we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Giancarlo Portillo has cooled off a little bit. He's also a rookie, so he's going to hit these slumps. It happens. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. Logan O'Hoppe getting hot. Love to see it. Same with Ryan Noda. And then we have some underperformers, including Nolan Shonowell. That's why I'm looking at first baseman for sure. Luis Rengifo has 10 homers. Zach Neto with 9. Logan O'Hoppe with 8. James Outman with 7. And Giancarlo Portillo with 5. And I did want to get into the pitching as well, because Eric Fetty has a sub-3 ERA. Brock Burke lights out of the bullpen. And if we can just get better performances from guys like Patrick Sandoval and Ben Joyce, Jose Suarez, like, we got to see how this bullpen plays out, because they're playing terrible. So we'll see how that works out. But right now, we're fighting. We're 1 game under 500, 3.5 games back of the West. It looks very interesting for us. The wild card, we're 1.5 games out of that. I mean, this is fun, guys. We have a competitive team in year 3. We are simming a lot in these franchises, but you got to understand that the team is still pretty raw, and there is a lot to like and go through, but at the same time, there isn't too many players that, and we have situations on. We haven't gotten a lot of situations yet that are interesting. So we're just scouting. And then after, you got to understand, after the first half of the season's done and we get past the All-Star break and the trade deadline, we can start to see what we want to do as a team and where our identity is. And maybe we make some moves, some trades, because the pitching staff has been underwhelming. So Derek Murphy could make his debut in next episode. I think what we do to end this episode is we finish up June, and then we go into the stats and look at some things, some storylines, and we'll end it there. And then next episode, and we might get a situation you don't know. Next episode, we'll hop into the draft. And also, Derek Murphy probably makes his debut because the pitching staff has been pretty terrible. So that's my plan. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, because now it's starting to ramp up. We're still fighting around. The division looks a little too rough this year to maybe win it. But we could definitely make a wild card run if we can start winning some games before the All-Star break. So let's see what happens. Did end up getting a situation immediately. We're going to go into PNC Park and try to hold on to this one. It's going to be interesting if we can. I don't know. The Pirates have been good. They made the playoffs last year. As you can see, they steal a lot of bases, hit a lot of homers. They do strike out a lot, though. And it's the bottom of the 8th. We're up 1, 2 outs. Jose Suarez needs to be lights out. We're here at the end of the month of June, trying to be competitive here in year 3. This team has been so fun this year with a lot of new faces making impacts. Rengifo catches it, and we get out of the 8th inning. And we're going to try to tack on some runs. So hopefully Dane Myers, we're going to have to look at the stats. Probably when July hits, that's when we start making some moves, because we've had a couple months sample size to really see which players are playing well and which ones aren't. And that'll tell us, like, if you're a bench batter or not. That's ripped, though. Dane Myers with a homer. Tacks on a little bit of insurance in this game. And these guys take good hacks for us. We love to see that. That's center cut. That is center cut. Nice. Good swings, but just not great contact there from Shonowell. But hey, I love to see Dane Myers go yard because he was not playing well. And if he starts hitting like that with the glove he has, nothing to be worried about with this team. Zach Neto, 2-4, been one of the best players on this team, along with O'Hoppe. Both had stints in the minor leagues just last year because of how bad they were playing. What a difference a year can make. And it's really going to be interesting where this team goes from here. Now, heading into July, almost the All-Star break, might have to make some changes, and we'll have to see how that goes. He pops out to the shortstop. But that's okay. Big Mike here. Another chance for a big hit. Ooh, nice splitter. It's going to be really interesting to see if Big Mike can become the player I've hyped him up to be. Which right now it looks like it. I mean, as a rookie, he's been lights out. Just getting better. Only 22. And this is why you don't have to rush prospects, you know? This gets over his head maybe. Ooh! I mean, everything off his bat is hard. Everything off his bat is hard hit. And Dane Myers in this inning gives us a solo shot. And it's going to be exciting to see what we can do here. If we can win this game, probably end the video with this gameplay and see. And I'm not going to dive. It's going to get down. Good hit from Peguero there. You got to remember, I showed you this this team's roster a couple videos ago, maybe 1 or 2, where the Pirates have like rehauled this roster and they actually got bats in the lineup. They somehow went and traded for CJ Abrams. The Nationals went full rebuild mode. They didn't want to pay anyone, not even James Wood or CJ Abrams. They both get traded, so now they're on different teams. James Wood's back in San Diego actually, and honestly, Gregory Soto has been so awesome for us so far. What a pitch. Strikeout. We're 1 out away from getting out of this ballpark, out of Pittsburgh, with a win. And what's awesome about now, this franchise is actually competitive. But we could definitely make some moves or switch things up in our lineups and pitching rotation and work things out. I think Portillo gets to that, and that's the end of the game. Wow, Big Mike still has the speed out there, and he gets to that. He's now got a bronze badge out and left, too, so that's cool. He's progressing in that way on the fielding side of things. This is just an awesome team. I'm really excited for how things might go in this season now. Perfect place to end the episode, where now we can go into next episode where we'll get into July, almost at the All-Star break, almost at the MLB draft, see what happens there, and see how this feisty team can keep fighting and keep sticking around, because they're not that far out of the wild card, only 4 games back. Just need to have a good win streak to be around in everything, basically. They could even still win this division. I really believe that with the way they're batting right now. And if we can just move some things around in the pitching staff, which we'll try next video, maybe Derek Murphy makes his debut, our best pitching prospect, most polished pitching prospect down at AAA. He might be ready. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for next episode. I hope you guys have really been enjoying all the videos. If you have, leave a like and a sub. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 10 subscribers. So if you have any suggestions for any videos, you just let me know in the comment section. I can always make videos for you guys if you have a suggestion, as well as any suggestions for the series. I'm always open to those as well. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.